Discover Orchid Tower by Lakshmi Housing, premium offices and showrooms for lease, just 2 minutes from Borivali station. Call us today.
Uh, so we all we've heard that Aishwarya you gave Aishwarya a no makeup look for Kajrari song, and that worked like wonders. Can you just tell a little about it?
It actually was not just a no makeup look. Actually, it was no makeup. That's the whole thing behind this Kajrari look, and it's been discussed a couple of times before. Uh, Actually, Ash and I have been talking about it for a long time, that we wanted to do a film where she would actually wear no makeup. And we were actually waiting for a right moment to do something like that, because not every film can you do where the girls are completely bare without makeup. And this song came up, she had to look glamorous. At the same time, Adi wanted her to look very raw. And between Shad, Adi, Ash, and myself, we decided that it should just be completely bare. Like there should be no foundation on her, and it should just be. The whole song was about Kajrare, Kale Naina, and we didn't want to give her lenses, so we just used a black kajal and mascara, and that's all that she was wearing, with maybe a little lip gloss. That's it.
So wasn't she apprehensive like without makeup?
No, frankly, Ash is not the kind who asks too many questions. She has confidence in certain people, and she goes by, what we usually have to say to her, because she knows we are her friends. We'll always wish well for her, and she's very confident of her own beauty, of her own self, and of her talent. So I think there is no question of being apprehensive. She knows she looks beautiful. Come on.
Okay, you've said something that Kajol and Tabu hate doing makeup.
Yeah.
And Kajol looks the most prettiest when you do the makeup. And you've said also that Kajol has looked the best in Suraj Hua Madam.
That I think is true. I think even Kajal believes that she has looked her career best in Suraj Hua Madhyam. But that's presumptuous to say that she only looks good when I do her makeup. That's not true at all. But I frankly don't believe that. I mean, I maybe it's my affection for her, because I mean she's very close to me, and I'm very, very, very fond of her. Maybe my fondness shows in the work that I do on her. So maybe that's one reason why. But I think Kajal is a very photogenic girl. So she does look nice. It's just maybe she looks just that little bit extra nice when I do her makeup. So maybe it has a lot to do with my affection for her.
Okay. They were saying that it was all eyes in Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna. It was talked about, like, eye makeup.
Yeah.
About Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna for all the heroines.
Well, I've only worked on Rani Mukherjee in Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna. And what was different is that instead of going just with blacks and browns, I've used a lot of greens and blues on her in the songs, where I could get away by using blues and greens, because the rest of the film she was supposed to play this very serious character. But in the songs, because it was more or less a dream sequence, and it was romance and love, and she was just kind of blossoming as a woman. So that's why I thought that we should try and use colors which were like unusual, and it would just give her a new dimension. So that's the reason why I used a lot of blue, green. I in fact used a few pinks and some autumn colors as well. And it just worked because, I mean, it was new, and she looked great, and she was photographed really well in those songs. And so I think that worked. It really looked nice. It was new, so it worked.
And you have your association with Karan Johar. Could you just speak about that?
Well, I have done all of Karan Johar's films so far. And again, my association with Dharma Productions goes back from the time I knew Yashji very well. And that's one production where I'm extremely comfortable working. They really look after you very well, and they actually give you the space to create. I mean, not to say that the other productions don't, but with Karan, it's like a family kind of a relationship, where, like even he says sometimes that there is no in our dictionary. There is no in our dictionary. So if he asks me to do a certain thing for him, there is no way I'm going to say no. So, and that's the one production, that's one director who I genuinely love, and he works under no stress situations, and he gives you your time, he gives you your space, he gives you your creative freedom, and he's so interested in the way his heroines look. He likes to present his women well, and that makes life so much easier for me. So on set, if you say, Karan, I need an extra half an hour, others may freak out, but he will never. He says, okay, take 45, but then bring her looking perfect, which is great.
And which movie of his you enjoyed the most?
Frankly, I enjoyed Kuch Kuch Hota Hai the most because I think that was his first film and he didn't have to live up to any expectations at that point of time. And he, as a person, was different because he was far more carefree and we had a blast. We had a blast shooting Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Not to say that the other movies we didn't enjoy. But I think after Kuch Kuch, he had a lot of pressure to come up with one better than that. And that would definitely bog anybody down. It's natural, it's normal. But he's still a fun person, even on set, even today. But it's just that kind of madness and that kind of, what can I say? I mean, for lack of better word, I'd say that kind of abandon that we had during Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, I find missing now. But I'm sure it'll come back at some stage.
Does makeup and hairstyling go together? And I would like to, because people are confused about hairdresser and hairstylist. So,
Well, frankly, I mean, it's just a matter of giving a different name. We used to be called makeup man before, now we are called makeup artists. It means the same thing. And hair and makeup definitely go hand in hand because that the two together, in fact, the three, the makeup, the hair, and the costume, go hand in hand because all three put together is what constructs a look. So, yes, it is a part of one department, if I may say so.
and you've done, do you remember something special about some hairstyling you've done for some artist, for any particular artist?
I mean, well, Rani's hair in Kank was really appreciated, which was like fairly just straight from the front and then a lot of bounce at the bottom. It used to take a long time to do and very difficult to maintain through the day and, through long hours of shooting. But I think that was really appreciated. And it was nice because the weather permitted us to do that kind of hair. It was cold and the hair used to stay fairly long, though we had to keep touching it up again and again, but that's part of any shoot.
Okay, and is it true that we've heard that there's no women makeup artist?
Well, that used to be so, not anymore. I mean, today women are doing makeup, men are doing hair. I've been doing hair and makeup for the last almost 15, 17 years, so that's not true anymore. Initially, it used to be that, but not anymore.